Past and present co-hosts of The View honored Barbara Walters on Tuesday's episode of the ABC daytime series the late journalist created more than 25 years earlier. Original panelists Joy Behar, Meredith Vieira, Star Jones and Debbie Matenopoulos reunited to share their memories alongside Adam's Lisa Ling, Sherry Shepherd and Elizabeth Hasselbeck, as well as current co-hosts Whoopi Goldberg, Sunny Hostin, Sarah Haynes, and Alyssa Farah Griffin. Each spoke about Walters, who died on Friday at the age of 93, and her legacy as a trailblazer, noting the doors she opened for them. "If not for her, I don't know where most of us will be," said Goldberg, 67, at the top of the show. "There was nobody like her. There isn't anyone like her, and like all firsts, she's the first, and there are many of us duplicates, but there will never be another Barbara Walters. She single-handedly changed my life," added Matenopoulos, 48. "I was a 22-year-old journalism student at NYU when she chose me to sit next to her on this show. I owe her everything." Behar, who has been on the show since the beginning and remains a co-host to this day, praised how Walters defied sexism and ageism in her career, where she famously making history as the first female co-host on The Today Show and the first woman to co-anchor a network nightly news broadcast. "She started The View when she was 68 years old. Very few people start a new career at that age," said Behar, 80. "She had no mentors or role models because she was the original role model. She was not just a friend of ours. She was one of a kind, and very important to the industry. Barbara was the hardest working person ever," Behar said. "I said to her, 'Why do you always get the interview?' And she said, 'Cause I don't go to the bathroom.' That was the secret to her success. She was a camel in disguise," said Haynes, 45, "for someone who gets paid to talk. What she did so well was listen. When you see what set her apart, her ability to strike that tone between curiosity, compassion and humanity, there was something so uniquely powerful." Hasselbeck, 45, also praised Walters as a broadcaster. "She was contagiously, compulsively curious, and I loved that about her," she said. "We know how well she researched. She gave her guests the chance to express themselves in a safe way, and we all benefited from that." But Behar also noted how the women of The View knew Walters better than anyone. "We had dinners with her, we hung around with her, and fooled around with her," said Behar, sharing stories about Walters' unexpected appreciation of dirty jokes and regifting things from her closet, even if they sometimes had her initials monogrammed on them. Vieira, 69, agreed, talking about Walters' love for Halloween because dressing up in costume gave her the opportunity to be anything she wanted to be other than the serious journalists she was known as. Jones, 60, toasted Walters' enjoyment for gossip and some of the fun the two had off camera. "You think being next to her at the table at The View was amazing? The best seat at the house at any social event was next to Barbara Walters because she could tell you anything about everybody in the room," said Jones. At the time, she had either interviewed them, done a story on them, heard a story about them, and she would dish with the best of them, let me tell you. Going to lunch with BW, baby, you would get all the information. One conversation that sticks out in Jones' Men